guys? Oh my gosh. Let me tell you a story, okay? I'm gonna tell you the story of why I haven't been uploading as often. It has been like 100 degrees every single day for the last week in LA, okay? Nice, sunny California. It's hot. I can't make videos when I'm suffering, okay? I tried for the last 3-4 days to make a video, but I just couldn't do it. I was melting, okay? I was dying. It's so painful. And when it's that hot, I have to open all my windows. And we all know I have the noisiest neighborhood in the fucking world. Helicopters, dogs, sirens, you name it. Every single thing that could possibly be noisy is outside my house, okay? So it was just way too, it was a struggle, okay? So I apologize for not uploading for a while. But today we have a Wi-Fi battle here against my boy Major. I battled him a while ago on my channel actually, but he wanted to have a rematch because he said he got better. So let's go ahead and hop into the battle. So looking at his team, I thought he might want to lead off with his Espeon or Landorus. So I'm actually going to lead off with my Azumarill because I know that I'll probably be able to scare him out to his Venusaur, which is going to be good for me because I do have Pokemon that can deal with Venusaur. Mega Venusaur is a fucking threat, man. It's too fat. It doesn't die. So I wanted to get this thing out of the way immediately. Obviously, if I have an Azumarill on the field, Venusaur is going to be the optimal switch-in. So he does switch in his Venusaur, which is very, very nice because now I get to, you know, deal with this thing very early. So I'm going to double switch and go right out to my Geist, my Gengar. As you know, Gengar is a ghost and poison type. Venusaur stab moves of Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain should not be able to break my substitute every turn. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the substitute. Hopefully he goes for the Sleep Powder or the Leech Seed first turn. But he actually ended up going straight for the Giga Drain. But hopefully it won't break my substitute. The plan here is to be behind the sub, burn the Venusaur, and then just, you know, stall it out. I have Pain Split, I have Shadow Ball. I can stall this thing till the cows come home. And cows never come home. That's the whole point of the saying. So he did end up breaking up my first substitute with the Giga Drain, but I'm just going to go for another one. And he actually goes for the Leech Seed. I guess he just didn't expect me to go for the substitute twice, which is very good because now I'm going to be able to get off of Will-O-Wisp here. And like I said, I do have Pain Split, I do have substitute, of course, as you guys just saw. So I should be able to stall this thing out for quite a while with the Pain Split, Health Recovery. And as you guys can see, he didn't actually break my substitute this time. So I'm in a very good position right now. I can just go straight for the Shadow Ball, do some damage. But he's actually going to switch out, probably realizing that this is just not a good idea at all. He goes out to his Rotom though. His Rotom is definitely going to be losing a chunk of HP to this Pain Split. And then he's going to be losing another big chunk of HP to a Shadow Ball. I went for the Pain Split first just to, you know, get my HP back up in case I did have to go for more substitutes. That would have been fine, you know, we would have been chilling in here, losing HP, sharing the pain. And now his Rotom's about to catch the Shadow Ball, and it's going to do a decent chunk. Did less than I thought it would, but it's still a decent chunk, so that's not bad. My Gengar is putting in all kinds of work right now. Overtime, son. 12-hour shift. And extra credit on the weekend. So he's going to switch out with the Volt Switch, go out to his Garchomp here. I was expecting his Garchomp to be Scarf because he switched it in on a Gengar. But he kind of bluffed me right here. He bluffed. I definitely wasn't going to stay in, just assuming that he wasn't Scarf because he did switch it in. So I switched out to my Azumarill first. And he actually goes for the Stealth Rock. So that was a good play on his part. That doesn't mean that he's not Scarfed though, because my Garchomp that I have on my team right here is actually Choice Scarfed with Stealth Rock. So I didn't count that out when he used the Stealth Rock there. But I did predict the Venusaur to come back in. So I'm actually going to double switch again right back to my Gengar. Obviously, like I said, Azumarill cannot touch Venusaur. So it was pretty obvious that he would switch the Venusaur back in. Not only that, but he had a Garchomp on the field, which would have died in one hit to a Play Rough. So it was pretty obvious. So I switched right back to my Gengar. Now we're back at square one. He is going to have to do something about my Gengar while I can just chill here behind the substitute. Getting it up. Giga Drain is not going to break my sub this turn, I don't think. And I'm chilling behind the sub once again. So he is in a bad situation. I'm just chilling behind the substitute, rubbing my hands together like Birdman, you feel me? So what I'm going to do now is go straight for the Shadow Ball. Just to see how much it does. Either way, it's damage and he's burned. He doesn't have leftovers or anything like that. But I do get a critical hit here, which is very unfortunate for him. It's going to lower his survivability, of course. Not that I care. I mean, it's the... I want to get rid of this Venusaur as quickly as possible, trust me. It's just really unfortunate for him that I got a critical hit, but I'm going to go for the substitute again after he breaks my sub with the Giga Drain. I think he switches out here. Oh, no, he doesn't. He stays in and goes for the Synthesis. That's what happens. Okay, he switches out next turn as I go for the substitute. I could have gone for the Shadow Ball there, but I really wanted to be behind the sub once he dies because, you know, with the next Pokemon that comes in, that'll give me a huge advantage. I don't want to just be sitting out. I definitely could have killed him there, though. Obviously, he had like 2% HP left. But now he switches out. This is when he switches out. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball again. He switches out to his Landorus. This might have actually been a wonderful trade-off. I think it's a better idea for his Venusaur to be at half health and for me to kill his Landorus than for me to just have killed his Venusaur and him brought out his Landorus, because you guys are going to see his Landorus is actually scarfed with knockoff. So if I had killed his Venusaur last turn, he might have just brought in his Landorus, and me being like, you know, it's a fucking Landorus, maybe it's not scarfed. I could have gone for the substitute, but he would have outsped me and hit me with a knockoff, you see? So it might have been a better trade-off for me to just go for the substitute and allow his Venusaur to live, and then for him to just break my substitute and go for the knockoff and, you know, break my substitute and then me kill him with the Shadow Ball. So I think that was a good trade-off right there. I'm pretty sure. But he goes up to a Thundurus. Thundurus is definitely faster than Gengar, so I'm going to switch out here. And I'm going to go out to my Mawile because I looked at my entire team. I determined that Mawile was the Pokemon I needed the least, you know, on my entire team. Looking at my entire team, I needed every Pokemon more than I needed Mawile, so I switched out Mawile. Mawile was expendable at this point. Didn't really need it for anything specific. You know, if you got a Ferrothorn or something, I probably would have kept it, but like I said, I didn't really need it. So I'm going to Mega Evolve after I live the Thunderbolt, surprisingly. And I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch, and he actually does attack me, so this Sucker Punch does a clean. Oh my god, that was like 90%. Mawile, you got to stop. You're way too strong, buddy. Chill, my man. Chill. But he does end up taking me out with another Thunderbolt. Really happy that he's not Life Orb because my Mawile would have died there. But it doesn't even matter because I got the Greninja. Luckily for me, he doesn't have Thunder Wave. If he does, he didn't use it, but he probably doesn't. So I'm going to go for the Ice Beam here just to take out the Thundurus, because I know I outspeed, of course. And that is a dead Thundurus. So I'm looking pretty good right now. You know, not too far down. He's actually going to go out to his Espeon here. It's unfortunate that I don't actually have Dark Pulse on my Greninja, but I do have the extra sensory for Venusaurs. Venusaurs are just a monster. I don't want to deal with that thing. So I have Pokemon to deal with it. So, yeah, I'm going to go right back out to my Azumarill here because Azumarill does have the Assault Vest. I can take, you know, any hit from an Espeon. And I do have the knockoff, so that's going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to the Espeon, even though it is behind the Reflect right now. He's going to go for the Sidekick. I'm going to be eating it up because, like I said, I do have the Assault. Oh my god, eating it up. It did nothing. Ugh, what? Bitch, hit him up with the Aqua Jet, though. The Aqua Jet is going to kill him after the second knockoff. Of course, the second knockoff doing less damage because he does not have an item anymore. But now he's going to go out to his Venusaur. I mean, I could stay in, but I don't want to give him back all of his HP. So I'm going to go out to Twin Blade here. I knew he would most likely go for the Leech Seed. He has no reason not to. None at all. I kind of wanted to try something, but I didn't know if it would work, so I didn't. I wanted to try switching in my my Greninja, him Leech Seeding me, and then me going for the HP Grass to see if me being a Grass type from using HP Grass would negate the Leech Seed. But I don't think it works that way. I think if you get Leech Seeded, you're Leech Seeded no matter what type of Pokemon you change into. So here you guys are going to see my Scarfed Garchomp go for the Stealth Rocks. Hopefully that could, you know, potentially throw him off later on. Because Scarfed Pokemon with Stealth Rock, choice Pokemon with Stealth Rock in general are not very common or anything like that. So, I don't know. I don't know really why I went for the... Oh, I know I went for Stealth Rock, just in case his Rotom switched in. I wanted to be able to kill it with an Outrage, like, with no question. But as you guys see, his Venusaur is damn near at max health right now. And he actually makes the good prediction. He goes for the Leech Seed as I bring out my Geist. So that's really annoying. I can't substitute up or I'll die, you know, much faster than I would normally die. Voice cracks are fun. Anyways, So I'm gonna switch out definitely. I don't want him to be. I don't want my Gengar to be elite seeded because I need to be able to substitute against him, or at least pain split. I guess I could pain split. It's not really a big deal. But like I said, I don't want to be elite seeded here. But I am gonna go for the pain split just to get some HP back. I am gonna get a lot of HP back that you guys are gonna see. So that's not so bad. And he actually ends up going for the Sludge Bomb here. And I don't think the Sludge Bomb even does 25% to me. It does nothing actually. Oh my goodness. But then again, I do resist the Sludge Bomb more than I resist the Giga Drain, so I guess that makes sense, right? I resist Sludge Bomb 4 times, I only resist Giga Drain twice. But we are going to be switching out here because, like I said, I don't want to be elite seeded against the Venusaur. It's really bad. And not only that, but his Light Screen did just wear off, so that means his Reflect is going to be wearing off this turn as I switch in my Garchomp. And the plan here is to go for the Outrage, do as much damage as possible. He does go for the Giga Drain, that's fine. I think he makes a mistake this next turn. He goes for the Elite Seed instead of the Giga Drain. And it actually turned out to be his demise. Like I said, the Reflect wears off this turn, so I'm going to be able to go for the Outrage and do a great amount of damage. Fantabulous, actually. He goes for the Elite Seed. If he had gone for the Synthesis or the... Nah, Synthesis probably wouldn't have been a good idea, but if he had gone for the Giga Drain, I believe that he would have not only killed me, but had enough HP to maybe live another attack afterwards. But actually, no, that's not true, because if I brought in my Greninja, I would have just used the extra sensory and knocked it out. But you guys are going to see I do go for the Outrage again, and I'm actually going to get the 3-turn Outrage. And he actually brings in his Garchomp next, but like I said, I don't think he's Scarfed, and I am Scarfed, so, you know, this is a bad idea regardless. At this point in the battle, his best chance was to... you know, try to get me to confuse myself, which he actually does. He brings in his Rotom, and I do get confused. I'm not sure if his Rotom would have been able to live without the Stealth Rocks, but I mean, I did get them up, so that was the point of me getting them up, just in case this exact situation here did come up. I would be able to kill him with the Outrage, so I'm really happy about that, because it actually happened. I was planning for the future. I was being organized, okay? That's fantastic. But here he brings out his Garchomp. I am confused, but as we all know, my Pokemon don't love these hoes. There's nothing to be confused about. Nothing. There's never anything to be confused about. We don't love these hoes, so I attack through confusion every single time. And I do end up taking out his Garchomp and living with 1 HP. That's gotta suck. So I think I won this battle 5-0. I'm a bit rusty. I haven't played in a while, but I still got it somewhat. So I'm gonna be getting back into this. Gonna be trying to stream a lot more. It's been too hot. Like, I'm narrating this battle at 6:30 in the morning because it's not hot right now. But it might get hotter during the day. So I'm either gonna have to narrate these battles early in the morning or very, very late at night. So we'll see. We'll see. If it doesn't cool down, we'll see. But thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, tell me how I did. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.